Question 47. A data protection technologist for Haslund LLC has been tasked with deploying Veeam 1 to monitor and perform automatic remediation on their Veeam backup and replication deployment. Corporate policy dictates all data protection systems must be disconnected from the internet. However, an internet proxy is available. How will signatures be updated in this deployment? So the real question here is, we are basically allowed to go to the internet, but we have to go through this internet proxy here, which would be to get signatures for the automatic remediation. So the real question is, how does that work? So normally this would be some kind of HTTP proxy or something like that, but let's go through the systems here. Log into the server with the Veeam 1 server component using the service account for Veeam 1, then configure the Internet Explorer HTTP proxy settings. That sounds a little bit troublesome. Plus, honestly, should you allow logon for these service accounts? I'm not sure. Log into the server with the Veeam 1 server component as an administrator, then configure Win HTTP proxy settings through a GPO or NetSH. Yeah, we might have to investigate a little bit what is this Win HTTP proxy. Veeam 1 does not support the use of an HTTP proxy server. Signatures must always be downloaded from veeam.com and then manually imported. Well, that's a good question. We would have to go and see if Veeam 1 actually does support it. I'm going to say it does, but we can find out. Log into the server with the Veeam 1 server component using the service account for Veeam 1. Then configure the HTTP proxy under Control Panel, Network, Internet Option, Connections tab, LAN Settings tab. So this one is pretty much similar to the top one, but it's giving some specific directions. It's also very long, which makes it very tempting to select. Then we have the bottom one. Veeam 1 does not support the use of an HTTP proxy. Signatures must always be requested from Veeam 1 support, then manually imported. So this one is kind of similar to this one, being it basically says it's a manual process, but you're either getting them from veeam.com, from Veeam support. I'm going to go with the fact that Veeam 1 support probably doesn't want a bazillion support cases opened for people requesting these signatures. So one of these two is definitely wrong. I'm going to say this one sounds wrong. This one, I guess, could work if HTTP proxy is not supported. So why don't we go and take a look? Veeam 1 HTTP proxy. Veeam 1 with a guide proxy. See if we can find something like that. The internet would be a better option. Yeah, not so much actually. So let's see if we can just get to the documentation here. Monitor deployment guide. Okay. Let's see. We actually ended up in the PDF version here. I guess that's okay. Let's just go here and take a look. So looking inside, what can we see? Connection settings. So here, to ensure Veeam 1 can update the license and send license usage, check that. So this is general terms, but anyway, it's connected to the internet. It's not going to be connected. Firewall on the machine hosting allows inbound and outbound HTTPS if you connect to the internet through a proxy server. So that already tells us that the one that says does not support is wrong, does not support is wrong. Right, so two basically are eliminated now. So that leaves us with this one, or this one. Let's see here. When HTTP proxy settings are configured properly on the machine hosting the Veeam 1 server component. So what we can say here is it's not about going to Internet Explorer or the control panel. It would be Win HTTP, and you can go and take a closer look if you want to. But this is definitely set up through an SH, or you could use a GPO, which would be convenient if you're looking to deploy this out to many different servers. So this one will have to be the correct answer.